All right. Good morning. Happy Friday. I'm early, and I know this, but as you can tell, not in the home, not in the home office. We're at a coffee shop in an undisclosed location. I'm just kidding. We're up in my hometown, up in Wisconsin this week. Last week, you guys saw why it was a short show. Last week we did had a commissioning ceremony for the young lad that's sitting across from me right now. We will refer to him. We will no longer refer to him as Little Bird. Here on the show, we will now refer to him as LT, or he wants me to say the S words. There's so many S words I can say there. So and it's loud, like I said, so I apologize, but this is where we're at today, and this is where I got internet. So we're doing it early because we're up here helping family. We're planting some trees and doing some stuff. We'll be back in the home office next week, same time, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Appreciate you guys tuning in today. Those of you that watch this later on, share it. We are continuing the month of Heroes Month, and this weekend specifically is an important one. This weekend is Memorial Day weekend, and it's not just a long weekend of barbecues and sales at your favorite outlet store or what have you. It's much more important than that. This week it's important. This weekend it is important that we take a step back and remember those that paid the ultimate sacrifice, put their lives on the line, that served in our military, that are no longer with us. And we want to remember Memorial Day. We want to honor them by remembering them. If you get the opportunity this weekend in your local area, find a nonprofit organization or a group or the VFW or the American Legion or whoever. A lot of the times they go out and they will put flags on the gravestones out in the cemeteries and whatnot. If you get the honor of doing that and volunteering some of your time this weekend, awesome. That is something that LT and I are looking at doing ourselves here over the weekend here locally with some groups here. So again, Memorial Day weekend, have your barbecues, celebrate, not celebrate, but have your barbecues and whatnot, but take a step back and remember those that paid the ultimate sacrifice, laid their lives on the line so we can have the freedoms that we have today. So right now, I'm just going to take a moment of silence to remember all of those. And I'm going to mute my mic so you can't hear everything in the background. So let's take a moment of silence here so we can remember our brothers and sisters in arms. All right. Heather, good morning to you. Appreciate you jumping on. I'm going to talk about a few things real quick before we get into some big topics. We got some stuff coming up here over the next couple of weeks. Next weekend, NASCAR in Nashville. If you're going to be out in the Nashville area or you head down to NASCAR down there, make sure you look for our guy, Rich LaMonica, host of the Misfit Nation podcast. He'll be down there in Nashville next week. Again, this weekend, Memorial Day weekend, we've got groups down in D.C. For the Memorial Day parade. Shout out to our friends over at Operation once in a lifetime. They got a group down there taking veterans over to Arlington, and I believe they'll be at the Memorial Day Parade in D.C. this weekend as well. Got to give a big shout out to our man Mike for promotion and everything that he's doing. It's well deserved. Our buddy Mike over at Pushing Back Chaos. We'll get into that here a little bit more later in the show. What else we got? Army's 250th birthday coming up. It's going to be June 13th, 14th, and 15th. Starting off June 13th, it's going to be starting off at Valley Forge in Pennsylvania. And then June 14th, HMG will be in Philadelphia covering all of the events in Philly for the Army's 250th birthday. It is the start or the kickoff for a one-year celebration of America's 250th birthday. You do not want to miss this. If you are in and around the East Coast at all, or if you're not, come on out to Philadelphia. June 14th, we're going to be out there doing live feeds. We're going to be doing interviews. There's going to be reenactments. George Washington is riding up on a horse to Liberty Hall, collecting orders, and then turning around, and there's going to have there's going to be somebody dressed in Army attire from every stage of the Army's history. So from dating back 250 years, every single uniform that the Army's ever had over the last 250 years, somebody will be dressed in that uniform. Excuse me. They're also going to do a swearing in. The goal is to have 250 people swearing in to the military on that day. Philadelphia, June 14th, Army's 250th birthday. Be a part of history. Come on out. If you want more information, drop us a DM or send us an email, info@heroesmediagroup.com, and we'll make sure we get you some more information or some details, hotels and stuff like that. Also, if you want to volunteer, they're still looking for some volunteers. So come on out. You can also contact the Penn Franklin chapter of the AUSA as well, and we'll leave that stuff in the show notes below after the show. Excuse me. All right. Again, it's crazy. I know the background noise is loud. Not ideal, but we're going to push through because it's Memorial Day weekend, and we want to make sure that we're honoring those that we served our country. Let's talk about some stuff that's going on in the news right now, particularly down in Texas. Texas has votes to outlaw most hemp products, potentially crippling the market down there. This is a big, big deal. A lot of CBD products and stuff like that. All of this stuff has happened here. It's been talked about, but they just passed it. I believe it's SB3. One of the articles, if you just look up SB3, Texas SB3, or Texas hemp products, you'll start seeing a ton of different articles on this and why they're talking about it. But this has been a big, big deal. This is a huge deal because I'm hoping this doesn't start a chain reaction for other states in the U.S. This came out of Politico article. Texas is poised to decimate the state's booming multi-billion-dollar hemp industry. The state House voted to ban almost all hemp products this past Wednesday, which would deal with a crippling blow to the industries that spawns more than 8,000 licensed shops and employees, which is tens of thousands of workers there in the state of Texas. This is a huge deal. A lot of veterans rely on hemp products, CBD oils, gummies, stuff like that. They're talking about banning all of that now in the state of Texas. And Texas is a huge, like they said, 8,000 licensed shops and employees, tens of thousands of workers in the state of Texas are going to be jobless here soon. This goes through. Another article said no more, and this came out of Cannabis Business, I believe it was. Don't quote me on that. No more Delta 8 THC, no more Delta 10 THC, no more chemically altered THC extracts. This is a big blow to the veteran community. If it gets you high, it's not legal anymore. Texas House Representative Tom Olverson, Republican from the Cypress District, said while offering a floor amendment on May 21st that would, after more than 2 hours of debate, ultimately restored provisions to Senate passed bill that aims to ban consumable hemp products containing any amount of THC or other intoxicating cannabinoids. Under Senate Bill 3, SB3, which the upper chamber passed in a 24-7 vote in March, would prohibit manufacturing hemp products containing any amount of cannabinoids other than non-toxicating CBD or CBG, delivering a knockout blow to the estimated $8 billion the state industry is. So Texas is really pushing out $8 billion worth of money now. And there's some 50,000 workers that are going to be out of a job because of this. If you're in the Texas area, or if you know more about what's going on with SB3 and why they're doing this, we'd love to hear your thoughts on this. This is something that I'm definitely going to keep an eye on. You know, as a vet myself, I've used CBD products. They help. They certainly help with your arthritis and a slew of other things. PTSD, calms you down. I know people all over the state that rely on CBD products. So this is a big deal and something that we need to keep an eye on. Moving on, staying in the state of Texas. Texas launches, and this just happened yesterday, Texas launches the largest publicly funded psychedelic research initiative in the history with $50 million investment into ibogaine. Texas became the first state in the nation to invest in the drug development trials for ibogaine, launching the largest publicly funded psychedelic research initiative in the history and offering new hope for those suffering from substance abuse, trauma, and brain injury. This was out of Austin, Texas. In a historic bipartisan move, the state of Texas has approved a $50 million in-state funding for drug development trials for ibogaine, a powerful, naturally occurring medicine showing extraordinary promises as a breakthrough treatment for substance use disorder, trauma-related conditions, and traumatic brain injury. I think it's just interesting that this gets approved, and then they just around the same time they push to get rid of CBD and hemp products. So with the passing of this came out of the House Bill 3717, authored by State Representative Cody Harris, and Senate Bill 2308, sponsored by the State Senator Tan Parker. Texas now leads the country and the world in psychedelic research investment. Again, this is a big deal. I don't know what's going on in Texas. Those of you that are in Texas, we got a lot of people that watch the show in Texas. Let's hear your thoughts on it. The CBD stuff and the hemp stuff, that's something that we definitely need to keep an eye on. And then the psychedelics, I think that's a move in the right direction. I think there's more and more people that research have shown that some of the psychedelic stuff works for PTSD and traumatic brain injury and whatnot. It's going to be interesting to see, but nonetheless, a lot of things stirring up in the great state of Texas. So keep an eye on all of that, and let's see what happens. All right. I'm going to get into the shows here, guys, because it's loud here. I apologize. Like I said, next week we'll be back into the home office. On the road, what are you going to do? I see some of you bouncing in and out of the shows here. I appreciate those of you that are walking, that are on. I see you guys over in the Instagram page. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Make sure you share this. Let's dive into a couple of the shows. Remember, and before I get into the shows, remember, you can find all of the shows on our new website, heroesmediagroup.com. Go to heroesmediagroup.com, click on podcasts, and you'll see a list, a menu, a directory of all shows that are there. What the LT's giving me an eye. What's going on? You got something to say to the people? No, you don't. No, you don't. You just keep your butter bar over there. New shows coming up. We got Veteran Dad Podcast is going to be launching in June. Double S Podcast, one of our newer shows. They've done 2 episodes now. You can catch them live Sunday nights on their Facebook page, sponsored by Brian Romans and True Patriot Outdoors, our buddy Gene over there. So Double S Podcast, that's where we're starting. This past week, they're chatting it up with Jimmy Burgess of Heartland Canines for Veterans. Great episode, great organization. I encourage you guys to check it out. Double S Podcast. Make sure you check it out. Unapologetic Veterans, another new show that we have here on Heroes Media Group. We're excited about this one as well. They do a couple of shows a week. Check them out on their YouTube channel. They go live. Unapologetic Veterans. Go check it out. David Gordon, good morning, brother. I appreciate you jumping on this morning. I apologize for jumping into everything a little bit early, but all of you that watch this later on, I did start early today because I'm on the road, but I will be back in the office, as I said, next week. It's going to be a busy summer, and expect a lot of on the road weekly wrap-ups. Could have canceled, but I didn't. I wanted to make sure you guys got your weekly wrap-ups this week, especially this weekend, being Memorial Day weekend. So Unapologetic Veterans, go check them out. Next up, 2 Disgruntled PMs. This show is on fire right now. This episode, Trevor and Daniel explore the waterfall methodology in project management, discussing its principles, key components, and how it contracts with different methodologies. They emphasize the importance of planning milestones and the role of project managers in ensuing project success. So all you project managers out there, this is a show. These 2 are the experts in this field. You definitely want to take a listen to this. Next up, we got the Warrior Veteranpreneur Podcast, yet another new show on HMG. This week, Todd Bigley, 20-year Air Force veteran, corporate leader, and career ownership coach, who's helping veterans and professionals take control of their future. In this episode, you'll discover why career ownership is a powerful path for veterans and career professionals, how to shift from frustration to freedom through business ownership. I love that particular one. Sorry. And you're also going to learn the mindset needed to take control of your income and lifestyle. So go check it out, Warrior Veteranpreneur Podcast. There he is. Ken, good morning to you, brother. Appreciate you jumping on. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Love it, guys. Love it, love it, love it. Keep them coming, guys. Next up, we got what do we got next? What do we got next? You'd almost think a lieutenant put these notes together. I got.
You're gonna give me shit.
I got. I don't know if you guys. So, little as I started the show off, if you missed the show at the beginning, it said I'm. We've been on the road last week. My son commissioned as an officer in the Army. Posted some pictures. A lot of you saw, and he's with me on the show, sitting across from me right now. So little fun banter back and forth. All right, getting back into the shows, LT. Next up, a show you're familiar with, the Arms Room Show. Arms Room Show. This week they're discussing stashing and caching ammo and firearms. Why is that important, especially in today's world? Think about it. If you want tips and tricks to stashing and caching ammo and firearms, you definitely want to give this show a listen. You're going to love it. Or learn when to have a boat accident. So the Arms Room Show, go check it out. Next up, we got Pushing Back Chaos. This week, the weight we carry. Invisible wounds from service and life. Whether you're in the military, you're a first responder, or simply one that everyone relies on, this episode speaks directly to you. We explore the silent struggles of burnout, PTSD, anxiety, and depression that too often go unspoken. I can't with this noise. It's unreal. In this episode, you're going to cover how the role of being strong for everyone takes its toll. Subtle signs of burnout, emotional fatigue, and trauma. And also they talk about the power of stillness to access clarity and healing. All of that and a lot more. So check it out. Pushing Back Chaos. Great episode this week. Faith, Valor, Growth. Keep your eye on them. They got a new episode coming out next week. The Strategic Veteran this week. Military transition, trauma recovery, and healing after service. Former Air Force Support Officer Lauren Fraser joins the show. She shares her courageous story from surviving MST to becoming a therapist. This powerful episode explores the psychological costs of military service, the failures of military justice system, and how Lauren rebuilt her identity after being forced out of the Air Force. She now helps others heal through life-rich coaching and Christian counseling services. Great episode, The Strategic Veteran. Check it out. Next up, we got Homefront Sit Rep Podcast. No more 9 to 5. No more 9 to 5 with special guest Jason McAnera. Go check this out. Online Sanctuary is here. Welcome to our online sanctuary, a place where dreams are not just dreamt, but achieved. Goals are met with enthusiasm and lives are profoundly transformed. Cool episode. Check it out. Homefront Sit Rep Podcast. They do a show Sunday and Monday nights. JMac Podcast. Josh was just out he's in Arizona, but he just covered the Sandbox event. You guys have seen it on our Instagram page. That was earlier this week, so go check the JMac Podcast out for updates on the Sandbox event. That was really, really cool. A lot of high-profile organizations out there. Senior Living Guide, new episode this week. Kimberly Richardson, she's the president and founder of Widows of Opportunity. They discuss and explore the multifaceted challenges seniors face when transitioning into assisted living. This insightful discussion covers emotional, psychological, and practical aspects, offering valuable advice for both seniors and their adult children navigating this significant change. So those of you out there that have parents that are much older, that need more help, and you've discussed the potential of them moving into a senior living facility, this is a great episode to listen to. Check it out. You'd be very surprised. SeniorLivingGuide.com is their website. You can check that out. Patriots Inside the Wire with the Two-Step Tribe. Last night, they were live with Beirut, Desert Storm, and the USS Cole veteran. He's a Master Chief. One Navy's Master Chief Fight for Survival, James G. Parler. is a 28-year U.S. Navy veteran. He's a Master Chief, Hospital Corpsman, and a Command Master Chief. He served in Beirut, Desert Shield, and Desert Storm, earning 3 combat action ribbons. He deployed aboard the USS Nimitz, the USS Roosevelt, and the USS Cole, where he led during the tragic 2000 terrorist attack and received commendations for his historic leadership. This was a phenomenal episode, and this guy's got some incredible stories. Take a listen to it. Patriots Inside the Wire. Couple more. Stay with me, guys. Misfit Nation podcast. Yes, Misfit Nation podcast. From rock bottom to resilience, Navy veteran Dustin Hayes talks about his journey. Host Rich LaMonica sits down with Dustin Hayes, U.S. Navy veteran, a man whose journey embodies resilience, perseverance, and transformation. Get this. From dropping out of high school to fighting alongside with the Navy SEALs, Dustin has faced life's hard-set challenges head-on. After being medically retired from the Navy, he built a multi-million-dollar construction company, to be exact, a multi-million-dollar construction company, only to lose all of it and find himself homeless. But his story does not end there. Take a listen and find out what happens next. Misfit Nation podcast. Check it out. This week coming up on the People's Patriot Project. People's Patriot Project, they do a show every Sunday night at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. We got your 6 at 6. This coming Sunday, they have their guest coming on will be Tony Woodman with Advocates for Vets, sharing her mission and how she can support veterans. They're also going to have music with first responder and firefighter Cody Kelly on the show this Sunday night. So make sure you check it out, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. People's Patriot Projects, we got your 6 at 6. Next up, we got the other side of the firewall. This week, they do a show every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So every day, Monday through Friday, every day. What are we going to do? Marlon Burke, good morning to you, sir. Thank you for jumping on. Appreciate you. Other side of the firewall. So Ryan, Shannon, and Chris, they discuss a variety of topics ranging from entertainment highlights, including movie shows, health and fitness tips for remote workers. They also share insights on personal development through book recommendations, etc. That was today's episode. That episode launched today. They do kind of like a Friday wrap-up. But like I said, these guys are pumping out a ton of content Monday through Friday. If you're not an IT person, but you want to learn more about how to protect your computer, more on cybersecurity and IT stuff, this is a great podcast to listen to. I've learned so much from them in the last year. Other side of the firewall. Check it out. Again, quick reminder, folks, you can check out all of the podcasts that we have by simply going to heroesmediagroup.com. Click on podcast, and it'll give you a list of all the shows that we have on our network. Next up, MSEC podcast is one of our favorites. This week, they're talking homeschooling as a military family. Homeschooling offers an opportunity to tailor a child's education to their individual needs and interests. For many military families, it also provides learning experience that is flexible and stable. This week, Madeline Mack discusses the importance of supporting social emotional growth at home while providing an environment for military child to thrive. Military Child Education Coalition, this is their podcast. Go to militarychild.com and check out all of the resources that they have. If you are a military veteran, active duty, guard, or reserve, and you have a child in a home that is still in grade school age, they have a ton of resources. Go check them out. militarychild.org. Chasing happiness. This week, Ryan asked the question, you ever feel like life is throwing punches faster than you can block them all the time, like the noise in the background here? This week, Ryan pulls back his curtains on real and raw season of life filled with the financial strains, emotional stress, and heavy pressures of trying to hold it all together. If you're facing your own storm right now, here's what you're going to discover. 3 daily anchor points that have helped him stay grounded when everything feels real shaky. How to stay present when your mind keeps jumping ahead. Why focusing on what you can control changes everything, even when the pressure's high. And the mindset shift that helping me face a tough decision with faith instead of fear. Great episode. We're going to learn a lot from it. Chasing happiness. Check it out. Last but not least, we got Rise Up Voices from the front line. Chris just talking about tactical soft skills, the silent armor that saves relationships. If you are in a rocky relationship right now, pay attention. This episode, Voices from the front line, they're pulling back the curtain on emotional battlefield nobody talks about. The one at home, in your relationship, with your team, with yourself. Take a listen to it. Rise Up, Voices from the front line. Shout out to our sponsors, Forget Genetics, veteran-owned company. For all you hunters out there, this is something you want in your woods. This stuff is amazing. They've got a lot of great products. Go to forgetgenetics.com. Check it out. Jim Murray's live bait and tackle. Unfortunately, we did not make their barbecue event that they had last week down at Southern Pennsylvania. But go check out Jim Murray's live bait and tackle. Also a veteran-owned company. They've got fishing tournaments all summer long. Get involved. Jim Murray's live bait and tackle.com. Warriors on the Water LTD, another great nonprofit organization that's taking veterans and first responders out fishing. What else we got? Finn Tactical, great organization. If you need a website done, go check these guys out. My Tax Fella, cannot forget our man Anthony. If you are a small business owner, you need help with your books, or you need your taxes done, go to mytaxfella.com. Check it out. What else we got? VAClaimbuilder.com. Go check it out. Those veterans out there that need your claims done, VA Claim Builder. It's a free app. It'll help you get all your stuff situated. Go check that out. Can't forget our man AJ from the farms. I even got the shirt on today. Go to fromthefarms.com and buy from your local ranchers and local farmers in your area. You'll be happy that you did. Stop, supporting all of these big farms that are pumping your meat with that came out now. I know you're gonna say steroids and hormones and all this other crap. Go talk to your local farmers and ranchers. And then last but not least, HMG beverage. Go to hmgbeverage.com. New website is live over at HMG Beverage. You can go to hmgbeverage.com or HMG Coffee. Go check it out. Appreciate it. Give some feedback. Tell me what your thoughts are. Whether you like it or even if you don't like it, let me know. So that's it. That's all the time I got today, folks. We got to get back into the woods and get a bunch of stuff done. We'll see you guys next week. Again, before I wrap this up, this weekend, get off your phones, get away from, turn the TVs on, go out with the American Legion or the VFW, volunteer some time, put some flags up on the gravestones of those. Remember the men and women that gave it all for your freedom. That's what this weekend's about. That's what Memorial Day is about. Remember. I'll see you guys next week. God bless you. God bless America. I appreciate y'all. Take care.